Hey guys, today we're gonna be reacting to France Gourmet School Lunches.
I'm very intrigued because it just says gourmet school lunches.
What about it?
Yeah, I would like to know a little bit more about it. So, yeah, let's watch it.
Let's do it.
As an hors d'oeuvre, a main course, the sauce that changes every day.
Oh my gosh.
The cheese that changes
That's
every
the
day.
menu for the lunch program at a public school in Paris. A 5-course meal for
What
3-year-olds.
the heck is that?
A menu not only given to parents so they know what their child is having for lunch, it even recommends what families should serve for that night's dinner.
You don't want your child to have fish for lunch and fish for dinner.
Vivian Walt is a writer for Time magazine, and her 3-year-old son goes to a public school in Paris. And her experience illustrates just how seriously the French schools approach meals. The menus are designed to provide a balanced meal, but also to introduce children to the tremendous variety of French cuisine. I was there the day they
I think that's really good for young children to get introduced to things like that at such a young age, because then they get used to it and they're not picky eaters like me.
Like me too. I'm used to eating plain food. But now I'm trying to try. I'm learning new food, trying it.
Yeah, trying to expand your horizon.
Yes.
I'm trying to eat more foods too, a wider variety, because when I was growing up, I would just eat the same 5 meals.
Me too.
Yeah, the struggles.
serve bouillabaisse, and yeah, that's me in a bunny suit, because they go to extraordinary lengths for food safety. Each of the city's 20 school districts has a central kitchen like this. A high-tech, ultra-hygienic
What the
facility,
heck?
because children, especially young children, are more susceptible to foodborne illnesses.
Yeah.
They clean every bottle, every bag,
wow.
every
That's
piece
good.
of fruit.
So there's nothing that leaves this place to the kitchen that has not been disinfected.
Wow.
The meat, they were proud to tell me, not only born and raised, but
abattu en France.
which even in the U.S. is no guarantee of
Orange
quality
French.
or safety.
Yeah.
But in Parisian schools, they keep small samples of every meal for 2 months, just in case of any suspect illnesses. And in the U.S., schools generally offer vegetables at lunch, but children just don't eat them. Here, the dietitian isn't above deep-frying the broccoli.
Une manière un petit peu cachée de leur faire manger des légumes.
But a
That's
bigger
smart.
concern is the rise in
It is.
childhood obesity, fueled partly, experts say, by the popularity of fast food.
C'est facile, c'est simple. Là, vous voyez, j'avais faim et
That's
finalement,
true.
je trouve que c'est assez pratique. On est servi rapidement.
One of the very first things that they will always tell you is about how Americans gobble their food. And it's one of the things that drives the French nuts about Americans.
Yeah, okay. But I went to City Hall to talk to the woman in charge of all the public schools in Paris. Rosaille Colombe is her name. And she believes that eating
Eating is also a pleasure because you share with your friends in school, your family at
Yeah.
home, and you share some food, but you also share time, conversation, and this is also a point that is important to me.
Well, in a Parisian school, the lunch costs around $5, $6, and the family pays what they can afford. The city picks up the rest. But even in a small town 400 miles to the south of Paris, where the budget is about half that, the chef there insists.
C'est pas parce qu'ils n'ont pas le droit de vote qu'on doit se foutre de leur gueule, quoi.
This is Dominique Valadier. He's the chef at a local high school, and he has to feed 800 students every day for
That's
the
a lot.
equivalent of about
Yes.
$2.50 a plate. It's ironic because 20 years ago, he was a chef at one of the biggest casinos on the Riviera.
J'ai servi la reine d'Angleterre. Ah ouais, elle a mangé du cassoulet, je m'en rappelle.
But he
That's
married a
insane.
teacher, and when their schedules and vacations, never meshed, he left the Riviera and the Queen to cook for kids, but brought with him his passion for cuisine. He insists everything be made by hand. He refuses to take shortcuts, even making his own fish stock so that nothing goes to
Ooh.
waste.
Et c'est bien
Wow.
meilleur. Parce que ça Ça a beaucoup de goût, beaucoup de force.
Most mornings he goes to the market.
Je cherche les légumes qui viennent d'ici.
It's good to see how passionate like these chefs are.
Yeah, imagine feeding 800 students
That's
a day.
insane. Oh my gosh.
And then they actually like, I think they do it like fresh too, which is
Like
good.
hand making everything.
Yeah, like
Oh, that sounds
get the stuff fresh every day, maybe every day or whatever. It's just good.
yeah, that sounds like a lot of work.
Yeah.
Le plus possible.
The menu that day included roast beef, handmade ratatouille turnovers, carrot salad, and mussels, all fresh. And just as younger
gosh.
children are introduced to typical French cuisine, at this school, kids are eating escargot. Yeah, that's snails. One student
Snail?
even feels it's better than what he's getting at home.
At home, I mean, I eat the usual thing, normal things like everybody do,
that's
pasta,
good.
like pizza, normal. And when you get here, it's really good, very good for your health.
The French, as we know, are proud of their cuisine, which is why Vivian, you remember Vivian, well, when her son started nursery school, she'd signed him up for the lunch program, then decided maybe she'd bring him home, feed him, he could take a short nap. She neglected to tell the administration, and one day got a phone call requesting that she come to the school immediately.
I thought something was really wrong with my son. I ran out the door, I ran down the street, run up to her office, walk in, and she's sitting there with my file in front of her, and she says, "What does your son eat for lunch?" Because of course we had signed him up for the lunch program, and I had changed my mind without letting them know.
So Vivian agreed that her son would eat lunch at school every day and was sent home with a menu detailing what the child would be eating every day for the next 2 months.
This to me is a work of art. And these are 3-year-olds we're talking about.
Oh, that's cool.
Well, I actually like that. Like that's something like I wanna experience because I didn't experience that. Like having like a lunch program and they will just give you a menu and then you can look forward what you're gonna eat next day, which is really nice.
I actually had one, but mine probably consisted of Taco Tuesday, Pizza Friday, mini corn dogs, chicken sandwiches, like stuff like that. I like never ate at my school. I always brought cold lunches, but I remember I didn't like it. But yeah, that sounds really like a good way for them to get introduced to like more foods, and it sounds really smart, honestly.
Yeah. And they look like they have like different stuff every day too.
Uh-huh, not like the same things.
Yeah. And it's not like it's good because it's not like fast food.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's true. Like fast food is convenient, and like when you are just hungry, you're like, oh, I'm gonna drive to Taco Bell right now.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, something like it's good. It's good.
Yeah, well, anyways, if you guys liked our video, please like and subscribe and comment down below what else we should watch next. And other than that, we'll see you guys next time. Bye!
Bye.